Hey John, this is Samuel T. Geek. Today you made that video and you wanted to know what the dual disk error was. Now, I will answer that question. The dual disk error is not something that damages the disks. What it does is that on the original consoles, it's 30% of the original consoles do not have the ability to read dual layer disks. That's why it's called a dual disk error. And so far, this was not a problem for the longest time because the first disc to come out that was dual layered was Super Smash Bros. Brawl. So 30% of the people who bought it on the launch date couldn't play it, and that's the dual disc error. It's not really like the Red Ring of Death, and it's not really like the error code, but yeah, it's not permanent. You can just send it back to Nintendo. They put the mechanics in to make you read dual discs, and voila, it reads them. That's all it is. It's really not, this big. It's not Red Ring. It's not error code. It's not like they have to replace the whole console. You'll get your memory back and everything. Now, the PS3 one, I think, is the most serious one. Because even though the 360 happens a lot more, you can take off the hard drive and you'll have all your saves, all your buys, all your music, everything you put onto that hard drive can be transferred to the new Xbox 360. But the error code, it's a hard drive problem that leaks into the hardware. So, not only is your console ruined, but all your memory is gone. All of it. Everything you worked for on your PlayStation 3 is gone. Your PSN code, everything. Well, not codes, gamertag kind of deal, but whatever. Everything you had on it is gone. That's why I think it's a bit more serious than the Red Ring of Death or the Dual Disk Error, because at least you'll get to keep them your memory with those. But if the error code ever happens to your PS3, everything you worked for is gone, because it's a problem in the hard drive that affects the console, which is very, very, very serious. And that's why it's a much more worse error. And now that people are buying PS3s now, I mean, before, the 360 was dominant, but now that Grand Theft Auto and Metal Gear Solid are coming out, a lot of people like to play Grand Theft Auto on the PlayStation, so they're buying a PS3. So that's a lot of sales have gone up, and it's been happening a lot more often. Now, it wasn't such a problem. It wasn't a problem. It is a problem in the 40 and 80 gigabyte systems. It is, but not the ones from your gen. Your gen is fine, and the 6020 gig gen is fine. But it happens when they removed backwards compatibility to put the 40 gigabyte hard drives in. 40 gigabyte hard drives get it the most, and I believe this is a very serious issue that Sony needs to take full on. I mean, even if they did replace my PS3, which they are currently not doing with this error, all my memory's gone. All of it. I'd be freaking pissed. So, there's a little more analysis on the dual disk error, and that's just what I wanted to respond to. You wanted to know more about it? There you go.